Hi folks, welcome back to the shop here at Project Pine Hills. Today we're talking about this Pony 45-piece screwdriver bit set. You can pause the video and check out all the bits it comes with. Of course, they're made by Pony Jorgensen. Of course, Pony is known for making the Jorgensen Easy Hold clamps. And we're also checking out the Pony 40-piece impact screwdriver bit set. You can pause the video and check out the bits it comes with. And of course, this is designed to work with either your impact driver or your drill. Now, Pony sent these to me. I have a link in the video description so you can check them out. All right, let's check these out. Now, we've all seen bit sets. I'm just going to tell you what I noticed about these first off the bat. They have this clear lid on here. What I noticed was it's made of a sturdy plastic material. It's not some sort of thin or cheaper plastic material. The lid or the front side of this case is just as rugged as the back side of this case. It has a nice clip here on the side, so they're shut well. They've got a real metal pin here in the back for the hinge. So just a very sturdy case. And you can take these cases, they have a cleat here in the back. You can put that cleat right on top and you can push them down on each other and they clip together. So now they're clipped together. If I want to take them apart, they got this button here labeled with push here on the center. I just push that button and the case comes right off. Now, if you look inside here, you can see I have a lot of different bits. Got a lot of 1-inch long, 1/4-inch bits in here. Now the case has an easy bit removal design. You just pull these bits up straight in the case and then you can pull them out. And it's the same when you put them back. You just stand them up straight and then push them down back in the case. And all these rails are removable. If you want, you can take these, you can lift these rails up, these bit rails up, and take them out of the case and rearrange them. You'll notice here they have these cleats here on the side to mount the rails in, so you can organize these however you'd like. So we just put those in there, push that back down. So that's how they go in there. So you can see over here you have a lot of 1-inch long, 1/4-inch hex bits. Come over here, we see we have some 2-inch bits up here. It's a really great size. And then we have a 3.5-inch slotted bit and number 2 Phillips here. Now you notice this is designed for your drill. All these have a sandblast finish and they have that silver color. And of course what I noticed was they have a slotted bit in here that's 3.5 inches. I know these are hard to find. A lot of times if I'm looking for a longer slotted bit, I can't find them. So slips right into your screwdriver. Really nice option to have. Of course you can put that in your drill as well. We have a 1/4-inch and a 5/16 nut runner here. Let's take one of those out and look at it here real quick. You can see the bit has the size there stamped right into it. It does have a strong magnet down in there. Pop a screw in there, you can see it holds it very well. We also have this magnetic drive guide here. So we can take out one of these 1-inch long bits, put that in there. Of course, the idea is you put the screw on and you can just take this guide and slide that down over the screw. And as you drive it in, this gets pushed back as the screw goes in. So nice, that's in there. All right, let's check the bit fitment. I'm going to put this number 2 Phillips bit in here and you can see that the bit's not magnetic. I'm going to take this screw here and put it on the end of the bit. And you can see it holds that screw pretty well. I can shake it there, it doesn't fall off. Let's see if this screw can hold the screwdriver. And it does, holds it no problem. And I can tip it here and turn it. You can see I can hold it at 90 degrees. So excellent bit fitment on these Pony bits. Now all of these are made of S2 tool steel. All right, let's check out these impact bit sets. Now these really stood out to me. You can see these all have a black oxide finish. Got a lot of 1-inch long, 1/4-inch hex bits here, 2-inch bits. They all have that orange torque absorbing zone. They describe it over here. I do like how everything's labeled over here as well. They tell you exactly what everything is. Some more 1-inch bits over here. Of course, all these rails can be taken out just like the other bit set. And they have the same thing here for your impact. You've got the 5/16 1/4-inch, both magnetic nut runners. This is the 1/4-inch, designed to work with your impact. So I'll put a screw in there. Good strong magnet. Doesn't throw that screw off. And of course you could also use this on a screwdriver because it's a standard 1/4-inch hex. See, it locks right into the Klein ball grip screwdriver. But what stood out to me about this case was a couple of things. Right here they got a 3/8 driver on here, right? Adapter for a socket. You can put that on there. And what I like about this is it's 2.5 inches long. A lot of these adapters are only 2 inches long, like this Makita. And you see what I like about this, you can take this Klein flip socket, for example, put it on here, and you can see it can drive that no problem. Put one of these other common 3/8 bit adapters on here, and you can see it's not going to work, right? It's not long enough to go up in that driver. So I do like that they made this 2.5 inches. Even if you're running a regular socket, it just gives you more bit extension. So I can put on one of these shorter socket. Same thing, good extension there on the bit. That's what I like to see. So I think that was a good choice to have in there. And the other thing I noticed was they have this magnetic bit tip holder, and I really like this. This kind of stood out to me. So a lot of you have probably seen this before. You've got this sleeve on here. And the idea is that when you put a screw on here, you see how that sleeve just jumps up to the screw? It helps because it magnetically holds that screw. And you can see that's all centered in really well because it keeps that screw on there. The screw's not flying off. So, but the problem with these is the bits wear out And then what are you going to do? For example, DeWalt has this. It was really popular a couple years ago, and it comes with a bit. You have the sleeve on there. They even have a little demonstration here. It shows you how it magnetically pulls the screw up. And this looks great until you realize that it only fits 2-inch bits that have a really narrow head on it. It doesn't fit a standard 2-inch long bit, no matter who it's made by. It has to be one with a skinny head, so it won't work on any bit. But with this Pony, for example, when this bit tip wears out, you can just pop the sleeve off, take this bit off, and it's a standard 1-inch long bit. So I can go in here and get another Phillips bit that comes in the set, take it out, put it in here, pop that sleeve back on, and we can get right back to it. So these bits are replaceable, and I really like the fact you can do that. Of course, you could drive other bits in here as well. I'm just putting that number 2 Phillips in there. But any bit that's 1 inch long could be put in here. It's impact rated, so. Of course, this collar spins, right? So I really like this, look forward to using it. All right, folks, there you have it. Just a quick look at the Pony screwdriver and impact bit sets. I think they're really nice options here to go with, excellent prices. So check out the link in the description on these two. I was really impressed with the pricing on these, given the quality of both these bit sets. Let me know in the comments what you think of these bit sets. I was impressed with both of these. I think it's a really good option. And please remember to like and subscribe. Those actions help me to continue to bring content to you here on the Project Pine Hills channel. And with that said, I'll catch you in the next video.